Imagine one of the most terrifying forces of nature on Earth, a volcano. A fiery mountain of molten rock, pressure, and gas, ready to explode at any moment. Now, imagine using that as a giant trash can. What if we dumped all our garbage in the volcanoes? At first, it sounds like the perfect solution. After all, magma destroys anything it touches. Why not let volcanoes burn away the mountains of waste humanity creates every year? But the reality is much more dangerous. Let's start with the numbers. Every year, Americans alone produce over 250 million tons of trash. But there are only about 1,500 potentially active volcanoes worldwide, and most of them are far from where people actually live. Transporting all that garbage across the planet would be incredibly expensive and add an even bigger carbon footprint to the problem. And even if you could reach one, not all volcanoes are the same. The kind you need is called a shield volcano, with those iconic lava lakes that bubble and spill slowly. But those are rare. Much more common are stratovolcanoes, violent, explosive monsters that build pressure until they erupt catastrophically. Definitely not a safe place for your town dump. But let's say, somehow, you made it. You've driven your truck up to the crater of a shield volcano. Poisonous gases choke the air, rocks shoot out of the vent, and lava splatters unpredictably. And then, you dump the trash. Back in 2002, Ethiopian researchers threw just a 30-kilogram bag of waste into a lava lake. The result? Explosions of acidic steam and molten rock. Now imagine doing that with an entire country's garbage. Rockfalls in the Hawaiian lava lakes have sent molten fountains shooting 85 meters into the air. Your volcanic landfill would look more like a volcanic bomb. And even if you could get past the explosions, there's pollution. Burning trash releases toxic gases. And lava doesn't actually destroy everything. Some materials, like metals or nuclear waste, wouldn't break down completely. They could resurface in violent eruptions, spreading toxic debris across the landscape. Add that to the environmental cost of transporting all this waste, and the idea collapses completely. If we really want to burn trash, at least we could use modern incinerators, which capture the heat and turn it into energy. That would be far cleaner and safer than throwing it into Earth's most unstable furnaces. So no, volcanoes are not the answer to our garbage problem. They're far too dangerous, unpredictable, and destructive. But if volcanoes aren't the solution, what about space? Could we launch our garbage into orbit and be rid of it forever? Well, that's a story for another Imagine.